Welcome to the VIP section.
I am undersized, but I play with so much. I play with so much passion and heart. I play on both sides of the ball, so I play defense and I play offense. And I always try to let my passion drive the boat. So I never really felt like size was something that could hold me back. But that's just the way I thought and still think to this day.
Right. So, chip on the shoulder. This was one of the topics that I wanted to talk about. Chip on the shoulder. Did you ever
Mhm.
felt like you've always had a chip on your shoulder to kill people? Because Russ, I'm telling you, that's why I say I feel like you got to be in these conversations because I feel like you killed all these niggas.
Yeah, nah, for sure. No, for sure. Like I think it's and my boys get mad at me because um they're saying the same thing that you're saying, and it's the elephant in the room though. When I'm with a lot of these people or a lot of these guys that play basketball or these pros, and I'm always quiet around them. I'm always concerned because ain't really nothing to talk about. Yeah, I done gave you 40, 30 a bunch of times, 60. Like who give a you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah, like we gonna talk about something else because I know that's not what you want to talk about.
Right.
I'm not about to sit here and argue with you.
Nah,
You know,
facts.
like
Yeah.
so it's like what what is there to talk about? What is there to talk about? We know we know what I did in New York. It's not a secret. So um it's just a matter of who wants to bring my name up and who wants to debate it. And but it's a worthwhile debate because if people were talking about high school and how long they've been in pros and their influence, I could just talk about how I'm arguably the greatest player that ever came from New York to play in college.
Facts.
My my
That's what I'm
so
glad
that's
you brought that up.
that's
And in
right.
college, you are him. That's a
Right.
fact.
Right. It's
Get
like
out of fucking ball,
yeah.
blow
Cause
the fucking place up. I've been saying
word cause
these
because it's like
don't add up in
because
college, bro.
because it's
Even Westbrook,
like
he averaged 9 points in college at
right. That's
UCLA.
right. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, and I think Bassie made a good point. Bassie's point to the whole thing was, hey, if I got the opportunity to play in the NBA, I would be this. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. And I feel like in the NBA, not so you it's like a half or a quarter% of a quarter of a percent of people that actually make it. But then there's a quarter of a percent of a quarter of a percent of a fucking quarter of a percent that gets to have longevity like Marbury,
Well,
Kimba,
well, you
Mark
got to understand,
Jackson.
Russ. It's sort of like in anything. It's the industry plants.
Right,
Now
right,
let me
of
tell you why.
course.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you why.
yeah, of course.
We're actually going over where I was leading it with it, but I'm glad we're here because I might forget this. Now, the reason why I say it's industry plants is because it's obvious, Russ. These guys are, once they sort of believe in you, they give you the money, they have to play. It's
Yeah, it's
like
an
they have,
investment, yeah.
so,
It's an investment,
right.
of
And I was
course,
telling
of course.
my man this earlier. Can they explain 16 points in 8 minutes against the Warriors?
Yo,
You scored 16 points in 8 minutes, and they had Barbosa on you. That's one of my favorite defensive guards, Russ. He locks niggas down. I know he was old, but he got cooked in 8 minutes.
bro, like, but when I got to the league too, and this was my like, and this was my only I guess you could say like grievance when I came into the L. They just dropped some footage on me, right? So this footage that just dropped, of me in college, of me hooping or whatever. Does anywhere in that footage do I look like Chris Paul or Mike Conley?
In the footage?
No, no. Yeah, right. In the footage that we all just seen out of college. the answer is no, right? So when I got to the Pelicans, they're telling me, you look at this playbook. We need you to run the show. We need you to be more of a point guard, this and that. And I'm like, I'm more Monta Ellis, Iverson, Lou
Facts.
Williams. I'm more that style. I'm not Chris Paul. That's not what I do. And then when they traded me to Memphis, they go, "Hey, we want you to, be like Mike Conley. We want to kind of mold you into that." And I'm looking at Mike. Mike is very conservative. He has a 7-to-1 assist turnover ratio. Like I'm like, that's just not me. And yeah, and you get but so many opportunities to stick around in the league, and that was that. But then my second coming was, "Hey, we want you to be more like Patrick Beverly." And I'm like, I don't just want to do
Oh,
that,
they wanted you to run around and annoy niggas. Hey,
yeah, yeah,
tell them to get the fuck
yeah.
back. Yo, Russ.
But that's the thing. Like I've always been a two-way player. So before I got to the L, I'm just like, I had a vision in my head of who I wanted to be
Yeah.
at the professional level, and what they were saying just it just wasn't me. And
Who
that's where I think
in your head who you had?
in
This is a
my
good question.
Nah, so I got drafted by the Sixers, so I'm automatically thinking Lou Williams and Allen Iverson.
Big
Easy.
facts.
Done. Done. I'm like, they understand 6 foot guards. I'm like, they're gonna do right by me. They're gonna take care of me. They get it. But then 30 minutes later, I'm with fucking Lil Wayne and them in New Orleans. I'm
Shake,
like,
baby.
yo. I'm like, yo.
Yo,
But
yo, yo, Russ, as much as me and you be chilling and on the phone talking and, good vibes.
good
I
vibes, great
never,
vibes.
yeah, even though we're going to go back because we skipped over little things, we're going to go back to that. But how was it going from, how does that feel to know that you get traded in 30 minutes like that?
On
I
your
was,
draft
I was
night,
upset too. I was at home watching this shit.
I
I
was
said,
kind of,
damn, nigga close to home. I'm
I was,
out there.
yeah, I was kind of facts. I had everybody calling me. I was gonna have it really, really lit, and then what happened was like I was already tight because you gotta think about it too, Shay. Like in college, I'm a rock star, bro. I have my sophomore year, I had a horse named after me. Like my sophomore year, I had a horse, and then Russ Ridiculous was already trademarked.
Right.
While
Wait, you
I
said you
was
had a horse named after
in
you?
college. Yeah, I had a racehorse. I had a racehorse
Shake,
racing
baby.
in college, and then and that's through Patino. And then I had the name trademarked in college. So already in school, I was a brand for 3 years in school. And so like um when I became a pro and got drafted, it was just everything was just like a blur. But um going to your point, like I was really upset. Like I left Philly, and with my college accomplishments, I thought that I would at least have an opportunity to to go into the first round,
Right.
because that's what I'm thinking. You cook everybody in college, you win championships, you get every single award you can imagine, you have all these rings, all the records, and then you don't
How
go
many
first round.
you have?
I have so many, but it's like as far as championship, Final Four, we got two. We got Sweet 16, but we got two Big East, one AAC, but then we won also the conference, so we got two of those. But it's like, but we got mad jewelry,
You
and
said like
then
eight, 9, 10 rings?
probably
Wow.
more. Like it's probably more. Yeah, yeah, it's probably more.
Shake,
And
but
then
that's why I said these niggas don't have rings. How they in these competitions? Okay, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go
nah,
back. Because this leads up to all of this. The
yeah,
people
yeah.
comments, they want to know. And me too. I pinned it at the bottom. Let's talk about the Kenny Smith and the Kenny Anderson record breaking.
Right.
How did that feel?
Um, Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Kenny's was